Good morning, boys and girls of the internet. Today is Thursday, May 3rd, 2018. This is vlog number 122. And, you know what? I was thinking today I was going to do just switch back to this. Nah, not feeling it today. Alright, back to playing God of War. So, anyways, that was some goofy ass shit. Another stressful night at work, but oh well. Got a lot of work done, so at least we got all our work done. At least all the work that I had to do, so I can have my nights off the next 2 days in peace without worrying about leaving extra work for my coworkers. And like, I don't want to talk about this, but I kind of do. It's just been on my mind because it's just bullshit, and it's something that shouldn't have to be said. But what the fuck is wrong with you flat earthers? Seriously, what, like? So I actually have a serious question. Just one. I mean, it could be a lot of questions, but there's one I've been thinking about. Because I've looked at so many stupid ass like video clips of some of the flat earther arguments about their flat earth. They like to call it a theory, but it's not a theory, because a theory is pretty much the highest level of scientifically proven fact. That's what a lot of people misunderstand about the word theory. They think it's just, a theory is just something you think about or something. I don't know what the hell they think a theory really is, but whenever someone says, the flat earth theory, that's not a thing. It's a flat earth hypothesis at best. People who are thinking about something and want to prove it and trying to prove it, but they're falling way short because there's nothing there. Anyways, I looked at so much of their content, and a lot of it just baffles me. I'm like, not just baffles me, it makes me scratch my head going, are these people really for real? Like, are you flat earthers thinking straight? Like, they have to kind of invent things around the science that we already know to kind of like argue it away, and argue it in a way that works for their flat earth hypothesis. One of this is gravity. Most flat earthers don't think gravity is a thing. At least not the way that everybody else knows what gravity is. Gravity is something that, in a zero gravity, environment like space, if you have a body of mass significant enough, it will have its own gravitational pull and pull everything towards its center. Whatever the center most point of that object is, it will pull everything towards it. So if you have a giant mass like a planet, everything will pull to its center pretty much equidistantly. With a couple margins of error here and there. But, and then there's always those stupid flat earth arguments that think things go down. You drop a ball and it falls down. So they think whatever down is below them. And so they think that if you're on a ball Earth, and when they look at the globe, they think northern hemisphere-ish. That's like, hey, if you're standing in America, everything below you in the southern hemisphere is down. It's not down. It's south. It's south of the northern hemisphere, but it's not down. They think that, on a ball Earth, all the water will fall down to the bottom and trip off the bottom. No, that's not how it works. No, anyways, their reasons or their explanations of how things get pulled towards the ground below you and how like a hot air balloon rises or something is solely to do with density. They explain it that when things have density and mass significant enough to overcome whatever is it's passing through, it will sink down. It will just sink like a lead ball in water. Which is totally not. It's not how things work. If you look at strictly on a molecular structure, if you get a lead ball, it's extremely, extremely dense. And they think that as long as something is more dense than whatever, it's trying to pass through, it will pass through it. So, as dense as a lead ball is, it is more dense than, say, a brick. Now, brick is pretty dense. Not as dense as lead, though. If you place a lead ball on a piece of brick, just place it on there. It won't fall through it. It'll just stay on top. Now, if you project it through it, like, as a projectile, it will, puncture it and destroy the brick, but that's velocity. But here's my thing. Flat earthers, how do you explain terminal velocity and the acceleration of mass when you fall a significant enough different distance? When you fall from a certain height, depending on what your mass and your basically how air flows around you, you will keep speeding up until the air resistance gets significant enough to stop your acceleration. Now, you won't stop falling. You'll stop falling until you hit something hard, denser than you. So, if they think that like the human body or anything that you drop, falls to the ground, they drop a ball, then they jump, and whatever, and it falls down because, we're denser than air, so we sink in air. We sink until we hit the ground, because the ground is denser than we are. Well, air is dense at the ground level, but it is thinner as you go up in elevation. So if it is less dense as you go up, you would think that if you were at a significant enough height, as soon as you start falling, you would be falling extremely, extremely fast because density. And if this thing's way less dense than you will fall through it. Well, why aren't you falling faster when you're going through lighter air? Well, and when you get to less dense air, how come it slows you down? Or should I say, more dense air, as you reach terminal velocity, it slows you down. As it slows down, it stops your acceleration. And also, like, that doesn't explain how boats. Boats are usually pretty dense, especially if they're like a steel ship that's heavier than water. They have buoyancy, damn it. That's how they float in water. Anyways, I had another point to this, but now my brain's not thinking because I'm getting blinded by the sun. No, it's such a stupid argument about, oh, you fall because density, and it doesn't matter where you are on this flat plane, you'll just always fall down towards the plane. Why? Why would you fall? What is causing you to sink through things that are dense or less dense than you? Air, for example. They have no explanation. Some might say, oh, electromagnetism. Really? The flat Earth below us, that's just a substitute for gravity. With the whole flat plane below our feet, it's just one big giant electromagnet that has one pole, by the way, because obviously it doesn't have a north or a south pole, because otherwise the electromagnetism, when you cross over to different poles, would have a vastly different effect on, any bit of mass that falls towards it. But apparently it has one positive attracting pole, and we're all significantly pulled towards it. I guess maybe like the underside of this flat disc of ours, that's the negative pole, so that's why nothing can live on the underside of our flat disc. It'll just be all repelled away from the disc. What is on the other side of our flat disc, anyways? It's obviously not like infinitely thin plane. Yeah, you got no answer for that. The Earth is round. It's spherical. Now, oh, I look at the horizon. It looks flat to me. You're not big enough or far away enough from the Earth to see a curve. Well, why don't they? There's no pictures of this curved Earth. Sure, there are. But you all deny all those pictures are even real. So you think that any picture that comes from space agencies, such as NASA, is Photoshop and fake. So you don't believe anything. Any evidence that contradicts your mindset, you make an excuse that is fake. So there's no convincing you people otherwise. Once you're sucked into this disbelief of what humans have known for thousands of years, I don't know. What does that say about you? Oh, you've just been grown up and indoctrinated into science to believe the Earth is round. By who? What would be the ultimate point of indoctrinating the whole world into thinking they're on a sphere? What possible point would that be? Some kind of control over humanity to stop us from seeking truth or something? We seek truth every day. No one's stopping us from seeking the truth of our environments. If you want to observe the Earth, guess what? Join a space agency. Join a space program. Or, I know you don't trust them, but if you really want to know, go into one of these professions and find out for yourself. all these scientists aren't getting rich off this shit, off of, keeping it a secret that, they really know the Earth is flat. I don't know. It's just retarded. Sorry to use that word, but when I see stupid shit like that, I have to use appropriate language. And the appropriate word for people who think retarded things is retarded. So, excuse me if it's not exactly politically correct, but that's how I am. Anyways, yeah, sorry I was a little bit, kind of a weird episode today. Weird vlog. Me just ranting about stupid flat earthers. But that's the way of the world, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm a little loopy. I'm tired. I'm going to go inside and go to sleep. So, anyways, y'all have a good day. Hope you enjoyed my the little bit of gameplay of God of War that I put on here instead of seeing my angry face. I will talk to y'all later. Everybody have a good day, and I love you. Don't love you, flat earthers, though. You're weird.